I made a dress out of denim, and trust me, this project has pushed my sewing skills to the limit. Behind this frayed and distressed silhouette are hidden features, metal accents, and a deeper story, so let me explain. Hi, my name is Ben Jagger, and on this channel, I make custom hoodies and custom clothes. I study fashion design at university, and for one of my classes, I got to make a dress. So this video is all about that process, the meaning behind my design choices, the areas that I struggled, and of course, how the dress turned out. There's so many cool details on this thing, but first, I want to talk about the story behind it. So for my fashion design class, we had to design a dress from scratch, guided by a theme and a principal image. I chose the theme industrialism because I wanted to invoke discourse.
If I'm being honest, I just chose industrialism because I wanted an excuse to use denim for my dress.
Shh,
don't tell my teacher.
The issues that it perpetuates. Hi, Lex. So now that I have my theme, industrialism, I had to choose a guiding image. This is my image, and from that I extracted a bunch of different design elements that got translated to my final dress. An example of this is the messy wires being represented by the frayed and distressed denim poking out of the seams. I had to use some extremely interesting and unconventional techniques to get the denim to look like that, which I'll show you in a little bit. But as for now, I got my theme, guiding image, and some design elements I want to carry over. Now it's time to finalize my design. This is my technical. I got tons of different details and guides on it to help me bring it to life. So I'm gonna start making it, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I go. Any garment starts off by drafting out a pattern, and so that's exactly what I did. Once I had my pattern made, I started making the dress. My pattern had 35 pieces in total, so I traced and cut out certain pieces, sewed them into larger panels, and repeated this process so I wouldn't lose track of what is what. Once I had all my main sections made, it was time for me to work on fraying the distressed denim trim that would be embedded in the seams where these larger pieces joined up. I took some yardage of my denim fabric and hacked it up with a Dremel. I can confirm my arm was extremely sore after doing this for 3 hours straight. Once I was done using the Dremel, I used a fork to bring out the threads and fray the fabric further. From here, I roughly cut the frayed strips to size and started piecing the whole dress together. So I'm gonna shut up now and let you guys enjoy me finishing up the sewing process. At this point in the project, I was done with sewing and I was so happy with how it was turning out, and now it was just time to add the finishing touches. So this is my final dress. I'm so happy to be done. It was such a fun project to work on. Let's talk about some of the different details and design elements on here and break it down further. So it's an asymmetrical design, which was my first mistake. No, I'm joking, but not really. So this one sleeve has this pointy shoulder, which I sewed a couple darts into to further bring out the shape. And then the other shoulder has a chain connecting the two sides, which was a little bit challenging to put on, but so worth it. Continuing on with the different metal accents on every single point of the garment, I got these metal spikes They really tie it together and make it look like a finished piece. In between all the different sections is this frayed denim trim, which looks so cool and so unique. It was a pain to actually make, but it was worth it in the end. And then on the back I have a corset closure, which just suits the design so well. I got an inseam pocket on the left side and another pocket sewn on top on the right side. Both the pockets are pretty small, but I was constrained by the size of the panel sections that I had drafted. And then finishing off the whole garment all across the board is some really beautiful edge stitching, and there were very few places that I messed up, which is always a good thing. The areas that I struggled the most was around this V at the bottom of the corset. It's not the cleanest sewing job in the world at all. I had to pull out my hand sewing skills, which aren't really a thing, to finish off that area, but hey, it got the job done. And if I'm being honest, this frayed denim and even the lace from the corset covers up any of the mistakes I've made, so that's pretty awesome. And if you look at that guiding image and then you imagine a dress, I think there's a strong correlation between the two. If you enjoyed watching me use denim for a dress, I know you'll enjoy watching me make a pair of custom baggy jeans, and you can watch that video by clicking up here. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.